This is fantastic. And everybody, what's going on? I'm trying to get my stuff all synced here to make sure that I am not screwing anything up. And looks like we are live. So I got to put my glasses on when I look at the computer screen. I feel like it's easy for me to say that I'm at the age right now where I stole this from a couple guys on the mobile training team, and I just love it. At the age where I can still get after it if I need to. I probably got a good couple minutes left in me to go pretty hard, but you'll always catch me with my reading glasses stuffed right in my pocket. A little about me, guys. I am one of the path guides on the mobile training team. I graduated my path class back in like 2 years ago, class 037, Team Crash. Shout out. There we go. Everything is live. I graduated my path class. After path, I came home and I got back to my coaching. Here at home in Sioux Falls, I coach striking. It gets pretty easy to just lump it into boxing, but I coach striking. My main area of striking is boxing and Muay Thai, kickboxing. That's an old school. From Thailand, it's like Thailand's national sport. It's fantastic. I wear my Thai shorts, so when you see me get up, you'll be like, he's wearing really funny looking shorts. Those are my Thai shorts. I have fought prior to coaching. You get a little too old, and I've had some boxing fights, some Muay Thai kickboxing fights, a couple cage fights, and one professional MMA bout, and I won. And then I say I retired. I actually tore my Achilles a couple years after that and just never fought again. But at the end of the day, I get to tell everybody I retired professionally undefeated, even though that's 1-0. That works for me. My family back here, we do what anybody's doing right now. It's this COVID deal. This is just, it's ridiculous. It's necessary. I understand it. I'll play by the rules. We do what we got to do. But I tell you what, once we open back up, boy, I'm on it, ready to go. We got quite a few fighters in our stable that I coach here in town. Some guys have made it to the UFC. Some guys onto Glory fight cards, Bellator, USA Boxing. I'm a USA Boxing officiating and coach. So what we will do, Anna, yes, I did win my professional debut. I had 3 MMA bouts before that, and those were all 3 wins. So undefeated, and we'll keep it at that. Now I'm just way too old. Somebody will throttle me. There's always somebody bigger and better. So what I've done is I've really shifted that back to coaching now. Coaching striking is honestly, it's one of those things I get to see people. They change. It's really rewarding to see somebody come in from all walks of life. And I mean, I tell you, all walks of life. One of our most successful fighters came from Sudan, and he was one of the Lost Boys soldiers. I think that's the right name. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But he's gone on to have some just incredible fights at really, really high levels, representing the U.S. and everything else. And then we've also had guys who are PhDs who come in and decided, hey, I want to try this boxing, or I want to try this Thai boxing. And they've done well. It's been pretty cool. I really enjoy what I do here, and it folds over into being a path guide and helping others find their practices, what works for them, what doesn't work for them. And I'll be quite honest, sometimes controlled violence is key, guys. With that said, I'm gonna get my timer going here and ready for us. We're gonna do a couple small fundamental movements first, kind of get ourselves warm. So with that, I'll move my chair out of the way. All right, if you guys see me looking down my phone, it's just because we have the timer right there. So the first thing we're going to do here, feet right about shoulder width apart. All right, keep our feet shoulder width apart, hands straight out like you're flying an airplane, right? Small circles forward. All right, small circles forward. Start hearing things pop and crack. Like Rice Krispies every once in a while. All right, take those palms and flip them up. Go backwards. Warming up is one of the keys to any kind of good movement, especially when you're talking about striking, wrestling, grappling, any kind of combative sports. Warming up is everything. Right? You need to stay warm. That's how you start tearing things. That's how I tore my Achilles. It's not getting warm. Hands down, forward again. All right, flip them up, backwards. Go ahead and shake those out real quick, guys. Lunge positions, all right? If you want to do this from a beginner stance, where you have one leg forward, left leg forward, and right leg already back, you feel free. This is going to be almost like a Bulgarian type squat, or we're coming down like this. You want to get a little heavier with it, you're coming forward, back into your stance. Forward. Stretch up, switch legs, forward. Up, lunge forward, and reach up. Typically, we'd be doing this from our gym here in town, Next Edge Academy, shout out. But we have classes later this evening, and we have to have people in there cleaning so that we can have classes again. All right, guys, go ahead. We're going to get down on our hands and knees right here, forward. World's greatest stretch. This is something that we do when we're doing TRX. Your TRX bands, maybe in yoga. Yoga is probably something to benefit quite a bit from. All right, guys. World's greatest stretch. Coming forward, leaning forward. Step up. Right. Left hand. Reach up for the sky. Leg back. Opposite leg. Right. Reach up. Other leg. Switch legs one more time. All right, plank on your feet. All right, guys, deep breath. All right. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see it on the ground here. I have some red tape. All right, we're going to first our stance. Our stance is right about shoulder width apart. All right. We have two pieces of tape here that section off into 4 squares. Left foot forward, right foot back. Right. We have that nice staggered stance. Bending your knees, not getting caught flat-footed. Flat-footed when both our heels are on the ground gives you a tendency to lean back, right? Lean back, that chin picks up. So right now, we got that back leg is our power leg. That's what will shove us forward, shove us back. Nice staggered stance. We want to have the little bounce right here. All right, elbows in tight to cover our body. Hands up here, right at our cheekbones, and our chin down. All right, hands up, chin down. All else fails, you protect your face, your moneymaker, right? From this stance right here, this gives us the ability to throw our jab, our left hand. All right, this is the jab punch we're going to throw the most of, is our jab or our one. All right, jab or one. All right, when we throw this punch out, that elbow isn't coming up and thrown here like rock'em sock'em robots, right? You see that leg turn? All right. The same thing with our 2. When we throw that 2, The reason that's called a cross or two is because it comes across our body from the rear, right? We push through. All right. See that hip turn? That other hand is stuck up here at the face. You guys will hear me talk about that a lot here in a couple of minutes when we talk about our offhand. Okay? Our offhand is right here, right? That two, our offhand. We throw that one or our jab, our offhand, right? We got 1, 2. We got that nice bounce in here. All right, what I want to do with that bounce, guys, we're going to go for about a minute here. All right, a minute. Where we sit here. Keep my feet bouncing back and forth. All right, keep those hands up, that chin down. All right, this is a boxer's bounce. All right, this is something we're going to do between every punch we're throwing here. Instead of being stagnant, throwing a punch and standing still. All right, throw a punch, always moving. All right, go ahead and keep bouncing back and forth. Give me about 30 more seconds. Bouncing. Keep going. If you guys are feeling comfortable with this, bouncing back and forth, start moving around. All right. All right, time. All right, guys, we have our bounce. Now I am going to go ahead and ask you to be a little flat-footed here, right? Nice and stiff. And we're going to throw that jab up. All right. We're going to do this for about a minute. All right. I just want you reaching out. Technique on this first minute. We'll get more in here where it's nice and long and drawn out. I want technique, all right? Repetition is everything. The more we get going with this, the better we're going to get. Just like anything, right? Repetition. Off hand is up in our face, and right hand, popping that jab out. All right, give me a minute here. All right, if you guys want to move around just a little bit, don't sacrifice technique. If you guys are able to see that screen, this jab, when you're throwing a proper jab out, it's not coming across my body, right? Where I'm throwing this right now, I'm dead center on that camera. That's hiding my face out, right? That's called the center line. So that center line, that's where we're throwing that punch down, right? Time, guys. All right, next punch. There are two. All right, that cross. These are those moneymaker punches, guys. The cross is a heavy shot. All right, especially you guys are throwing a heavy bag. These are those ones that you see people really want to lay into, and you can tell a brawler from a fighter by one thing: that elbow. Right? If somebody comes in and they're looking to throw a big, heavy shot like that, you can tell right away they're a brawler. Cover yourself up, put that chin down, those hands up, and wait it out. All right. For a fighter, when they throw a cross, it comes straight out from the side, that leg. You get all that power from the ground, generating power and twisting and turning. Right? Here we go. All right, 1 minute, guys. Let's get that jab or that cross, that cross pumping out, twisting that body back and forth. Right? If you start throwing this right and pressing, you'll feel in that quad. Go, guys. 1 minute. Make sure that offhand, that jab hand is stuck at your face, elbow pointed down. For those of you that have maybe done a little boxing before, when we get into that cross, right, you can see my hand right here, and we turn this over, I have like this, okay? I'd rather have people overextend it than underextend it. The reason we don't underextend that elbow, right, when we turn it over, When we overextend, it's nice and stiff, and it rolls that shoulder right over my chin. That's protection, guys. All right, we're going to put them both together now. All right, I want a solid minute. All right, stand in your place if you feel comfortable getting that bounce in there, moving back and forth, and a full minute of just 1, 2, move, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, that's it. Let's get a minute, solid minute. Keep your feet light, right? Put it all together. Sticking and moving. Keep that chin tucked down, right? Don't get caught looking over our punches, trying to see where they're going. Trust where they're going, right? Trust where they're going. Straight up, 1, 2. Those of you guys that have a little more experience, stepping with your punches, you want to step. Your punches are just like a marionette puppet, right? Left hand, left foot, right hand, right foot. So when I step with that 1, 2, right? Jab cross. Same thing coming backward, right? All right, guys, that's time. All right, we're going to put a couple of these together now. We put them together. I'm going to throw a shoulder roll at you guys. You guys don't know what a shoulder roll is? I'm just getting out of the way. It's the easiest way I can explain this to my fighters. Getting your head out of the way, right? Jab, right there. Shoulder roll, 2. All right? Jab, shoulder roll. That tucks down, that shoulder rolls over. See that roll in the back, the arch here? All right? 1, 2. What that does on the other end, that shoulder roll, really pops that hip into this, right? 1, right? It hides that punch. It really loads it up, guys, all right? So 1, roll, 2, all right? 1, roll, 2. All right, I'm going to do a 2-minute round for this, guys. All right, you guys are all becoming pros already. So what I want to do is have a 2-minute round where you guys are nice and comfortable. You're moving around, right? 1, shoulder roll, 2. Right, from the side. 1. All right, 2 minutes. Let's get after it, guys. Go. Yes, I like it. Lawrence, you throw it down, buddy. Feel free to move around, guys. Get that bounce into there, all right? Normally, I would encourage people. Obviously, Karam's got us in this little window right here, but you should be moving all over the place, right? All over. Yeah. Notice when I come back up to throw that 2, that offhand, yeah, comes right back to my face, nice and tight right here. All right? Protect yourself. All right, time, guys, time. I love it. All right, guys, next is going to be a slip, okay? Same motion, but we're going to add a jab after it. 1, duck down, just get that head out of the way. 1, 2, all right? 1, slip. 1, 2, from the side, jab, or 1, jab, slip. 1, 2, all right? Jab, slip, 1, 2, jab, slip, 1, 2. All right, guys, 2 minutes. Hit it. Go. Hands up at our face, chin down, elbows at the ground, fists, a little more wrist. You guys hear Dusty talk about that Spartan shield, right? This right here, this is our shield, and that's up. This is our shield. You start putting those hands down, throwing these, you're gonna get tagged up. That's our shield. Move around, get that bounce in, guys. Get that bounce in. Time, guys. Easy stuff, easy stuff. Straight punches. There's nothing more effective than straight punches. Honestly, you start looking at other punches, hooks, uppercuts, which we can get into another time. The most used punch in boxing is a good jab, right? A good jab right down the middle. Defending ourselves, keeping somebody away, right? All right, guys. Moving into our left hook. We got those straights out of the way. Next is our hook, all right? We see somebody that comes in that has their hands up like this, right? They're blocking those straight punches from coming in. There's this big open space right here. That's where hooks come in, all right? When we throw a hook, the only one we're going to do today is our left hook, right? Our jab hand, not one hand. A left hook or a three, we're in that stance, nice and turned, right? We're going to load this up, lean a little bit to our left, loading all our weight on that front leg, and explode the weight to our back, right? An effective way to think about this, guys, spinning our hips. We think about Karate Kid. The Karate Kid Part 2, I think, is the one where they have those drums at the end. Everybody were, and those hands are coming back and forth across there. It's that same motion. This motion right here, but we're controlling, right? We control this. Keeping those hands in, same motion. Right? Breathe. Try that out. Get that twisty motion. Give me about 30 seconds, right? 30 seconds back and forth, right? Nice and light on our feet. Letting that across, right? The legs. Really throw those hips, guys. Throw those hips into it. All right, guys, time. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to put all three of those together. That one, that two, and that three. All right, when I teach my fighters, especially about this is all body movement. All right, a good thing to think about. If it feels awkward, it probably is awkward. All right, if it feels weird, it probably is weird. All right, if it looks good and smooth, it probably is good and smooth. So we do this 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If I took punches all out of that, my hips are doing this. Right? You see that? Us that have little kids, those little kids that get bored and do this, my kids do this all the time. And I try to tell them without getting in trouble, get those hands up, right? Throw those into punches. Same motion. 1, 2, 3. Right, guys? Back and forth, right? Use the movement of our hips to load up punches. Right? 3 minutes. All right? 1, 2, 3. Move that head around. Keep those elbows in there. When you're ready, 1, 2, 3. All right, guys? I want this for 2 minutes. All right? 2 minutes. Let's go. Moving around, light on our feet. Light on our feet, right? You guys, don't be afraid to throw this at a pace. It's comfortable for you to feel each movement, right? Somebody who gets out there and they start throwing real fast and these really crazy fast punches, chances are it looks terrible. All right. Slow it down, slow, smooth, smooth is fast, right? Hold up, chin down. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3. For any of you guys that have been in MMA before, MMA fights, a bad hook lands in a good elbow. All right? Keep that in mind. Done, guys. All right? We've gotten through 1, 2, 3. We're going to add on a 2 at the end of this. All right? 1, 2, 3, 2. All right? This is all that hip movement, guys. Back and forth. We're just controlling that spin into punches, right? 1, 2, 3, 2. All right? 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2. All right. Any of you guys are a little more experienced after this with that 2? You want to throw a roll into this to get back into your stance. 3, 2. 1, 2. All right. That works, guys. 2 minutes. Let's go. Notice how those legs are always just a little bit apart. If our front foot moves 6 inches, our back one moves 6 inches with it. If our back one comes back, front does too. We never want to get in a position where we just walk forward and we're off balance. That triangle, right? It's like we talked about in the past, that triangle, right? It's the strongest shape in the world. That's why. Move around, guys. Keep throwing those punches straight out, elbows down, and our fists right above our wrist. Almost there, guys. 30 seconds. 3 punches popping out there. Start speeding it up a little bit. Moving around, stepping, right? Feeling those quads. Keep moving, guys. Keep moving. Almost there. Time. All right, guys. Straight punches. These last 2 rounds are going to be 3 minutes apiece. All right? These are those kind of rounds I tell people that I'm going to do the Tango. First round is going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. That bounce. Moving around. Right, just like that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Those hands come back to our face, guys. Elbows pointed at the ground. Right? Head can move all over the place. You think of your head like a double in bag. This guy right here. Right? It's hard to hit because it's moving a lot, right? All right, guys. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 1, 2, 1, 2. Go. Chin down. Hands up, right? Right in our face, looking through our eyebrows. Right? Balance between your legs. Now would be a good time to start that stepping in with it, right? Like a marionette doll. 1, 2. There you go. Straight punches all the way out. Remember, overextend, bring it back, twist. All over, guys. One, two, 1, 2. Count them on your head, guys. Rhythm, right? Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Right? 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Keep throwing, guys. Keep throwing. 1 minute left. Move, move, move. Elbows down. Go through that checklist. Chin down. Hands up. Elbows at our sides. Turn to restore. Spin the hips. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Almost there, guys. 30 seconds. All right, throw them out there. Bump them out there. You guys hear that exhale every time I punch, right? Get tight in the core. Exhale at the end of your punch. Turn it over. Time. Woo. Getting on here. All right, guys, one more round of punches here, right? Last round we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right? Think about this last round, guys. Exhale on the punches. Right? That last punch is the one you're really loading up for. Right? Those of you guys who have fought before, those of you guys who have done boxing before, those of you guys who aspire to, those of you guys who just want to get work in. Big knee pops over. Right? It's all hips, guys. It's all hips. All right, give yourself a big breath. Breathe it in. All right, guys. Deep breath. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Get in that stance, right? Nice and light on our feet. Moving. And let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1. Nice, guys. 30 seconds down. Deep breath. Chin down. Hands up. Looking through our eyebrows. Keep pumping them up. Keep pumping them up. Keep that off hand up, that right hand in our face. Right? Keep going, guys. 1 minute left. Get after it. Exhale, exhale. Don't hold your breath. "30 seconds, guys. All right, everybody freeze right where you're at. Hands up, chin down, elbows down. 1s and 2s, pump them straight out the rest of the time. 1, 2. Breathe. Almost there, guys. Finish out. Strong. Come on. Nice. That's some work, guys. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. Deep breath. We're going to do 2 4-7-8s together. All right? After these 4-7-8s, we're going to do one more thing, and we'll call it good. Deep breath. Breathe it in, guys. We're counting 4. That was hard. Another one. Good work, guys. All right, last thing we're going to do here. I never let a class go without doing a little bit of leg strengthening. We're going to do that here with a 1 punch, 1 squat. Right? It's a punch squat repetition. All right, so everything we do is in your body weight. If you guys want to get in a squared stance, that's all right. If you guys want to get in a lunge stance, I do mine from a lunge stance right here, right? 1 punch, 1 squat. All right, all the way up to 5, and back down. All right, so hands up. All right, elbow in. Let's go. 1, 1, 2 punches. 1, 2, 2 squats. Let's get 3. 3 squats. 4. 3, 4, 5 of them. Straight punches, guys. 2, 3, 4, 5. And because you guys are great, we're going to go up to 6. 6 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 squats. All right, going back down. 5. Go to 4. Go to 3. 2. Last one. Guys, that's what we got. You get to the screen and see if I can answer any questions here quick. All right. Whew. There we go. Guys, if you do have any questions on this stuff, I'm more than happy to field any questions, answer any questions, go over anything you guys want to go over. A lot of the stuff we did today is basic stuff. We add this into some of the people who are either looking to fight, people who are newer to the gym. But the idea is to get the simple stuff down first, right? Everything's a struggle till we get it going. All right, get comfortable with it, have fun with it. If anybody has any questions, like I said, feel free to shoot them out. Lawrence, yeah, get it, buddy. Burn, I love it. Thank you guys for showing up. Coach, I see you out there too. Man, talk about having to perform under pressure. Coach on there too. Yeah, you guys, with the idea of throwing these punches like this, if you guys do want, we can get into this again on another video, I suppose, if you guys want to throw some kicks, knees, elbows, and how come the cross punch seemed different? The cross, it shouldn't seem different. When we throw a cross from that back angle, right? We're right here. Our right hand is our cross. Unless you hear somebody talk about southpaw, the difference between orthodox and southpaw. Orthodox is somebody who is right-handed dominant, right? And they have their left foot forward. The idea of this is that you're not standing here squared up with somebody like this, and you leave all this target. We call it blading, where you take that right leg, and you stick it back right here, right? A smaller target. There we go. And that cross is still our right hand. it comes all the way through, the right cross. All right, now somebody who is orthodox, throwing that right. Somebody who is opposite, southpaw, anybody who's heard the term southpaw, their left hand dominant, right? Their right foot is forward, and that right hand is their jab hand. Their left hand is their big left cross, right? Easiest way to find out, I ask people what hand do you write with. Okay, I write with my left hand. We start them out in the southpaw stance, kind of go from there. Somebody who has got a right-handed dominant who writes with their right hand, we start them out in the orthodox stance. Some people are super cool because we can see both stances. We see people come back and forth and they do these crazy angles where they can get inside and all of a sudden switch stances and they're back and forth on somebody. Mike Tyson's a master of cutting angles. He's the first simple one that comes to mind. Vasily Lomachenko. If you guys know boxing, you guys know who Lomachenko is. But anybody who does have, let's see, Lawrence, Taekwondo, man. Taekwondo is definitely different. What's cool about Taekwondo is Taekwondo gives that accuracy and that reflex. We've had some really good success with people who've done Taekwondo in the past. Their reflexes are insane. We get a little more into it with our fighters, or we have different zones of the body. And the people that pick that up the quickest are usually the guys that have done Taekwondo in the past. Some karate too, but Taekwondo, those kicks, man. I had it with that. Otherwise, if anybody has any questions, like I say, feel free, shoot me a message, shoot me a video, an email, snail mail. I don't care what you guys send to me. Otherwise, yeah, you guys can check me out on my Instagram page. I put stuff up there at Mr.ENR or Next Edge Academy at the bottom of the screen here. We also put our workouts up there. If you guys do get super interested in the workouts I put out there, our gym does have a page that I think it might be free. I just have to let them know. But otherwise, guys, I appreciate you guys showing up, doing some work, and having a little fun. Like I say, any questions, guys, shoot them to me. We'll see you guys later.